Kilo Juliet 5, Mike, Charlie, Victor. This is Ryan, Romeo Yankee Alpha November. And if there's anybody out there who'd like to check in a little early to the beacon net, I got my pencil ready. And my boy Super Southern Mark has got his fingers warmed up, knuckles cracked, and we're ready to start this show. So if you'd like to check in early to the early pre-show, come with your call sign. We'll get you on the log.
KG5MCV, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Ryan. Good to hear you on the radio, man. Hey, are you going to open up NetLogger or what?
Nah, you'll have to twist my arm a little bit harder than that, baby boy. Now I got it open now. AIM window cracked open. I'm ready to go, boys and girls.
Roger, man. Have fun. Mark, start filling in those lines. There you go. I see it. Get those guys in the monitor list in there. They're regulars. Hey, everybody. KD8SLG.
Well, we appreciate that, Nick. Thanks for stopping by for just a second. Somebody's got to keep us in line. Thanks again, brother. Great to hear from you. And Node seems to be working great. How's my audio, man?
Audio's fine, man. Audio's fine. Everything sounds good. No weird hums or anything. That's what I usually listen for. People get their nodes at first, where they put it and whatnot. So I'm not hearing anything, but I'm not listening very closely either. But there's nothing screaming, hey, tell him to stop, and that's a good thing.
All right, brother. Well, thank you again. Hey, this is Ryan, KJ5MCV, and we're going to take some more early pre-checks for the BeaconNet, boys and girls. If you want to get on the list, holler in at me. I'd love to hear from you.
Hi Ryan, KJ5MCV, KD80PC, how you doing?
K80PC, KJ5MCV. I'm doing, brother. I guess you're multitasking or you're riding on your way home, but hopefully you're doing it safely. You doing okay, Dustin? Good to hear from you, brother.
I'm here, Ryan. I'm here. We'll be okay. My female friend is not too happy I had to leave to come home and watch the net, but we're here. We'll be ready, and we'll be sticking around.
Dustin, I wouldn't touch that. I'm not going to touch it. Good luck, buddy. Good luck with that. I've been there before. We're so sorry. Kind of. Anyways, good to hear from you, brother. Let's see, Jeremy, K8ZRY. How you doing, brother? I see you on the blue screen. Brian, let's see, KF8G. Just Nick's in there. What's up, fellas? And W3ETB, Eddie. What's up, brother? Man, great to see everything blossoming on a Sunday night. This is going to be fantastic. I'm excited. If you want to get pre-checked, go ahead and come with your call sign and name. I'd love to hear from you. KJ5MCV. KJ5MCV. I recognize that name. K5CFY is in the house. What's up, Ray? You doing okay, brother? Number 10 as usual. Thank goodness.
Hey Ryan, Board and Breaker Hub isn't going to link up until right at 9:30 our time. They've got the youth Wildernet's still going on over there. KD8SLG.
You know what? Something told me that, and I knew that. It's the whole reason I got the Allstar link, but I thought maybe I'd wing one out there. Maybe Ray had a Allstar link too. I reckon no. That's all right. This is KJ5MCV. Let's see here. K88 Mike November Tango. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, brother?
MVC. This is K88MNT. I'm doing pretty good tonight, Mark. Please put me in and out because I'll be hitting the sack here pretty soon. So, 7-3s to you. K88MNT back to K3MVC.
That'll work. We got you in there, brother. No problem at all. In and out. All right, KJ5MCV taking early check-ins. Come holler at me.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF, Josh in Akron.
All right, Josh. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. What are you getting into this evening? We got you on the list.
KJ5MCV, W8HRF. Hey, Ryan. Let's see, what do I got going on tonight? We are going to sit out on the front porch for a little bit and listen to the net. And I'm actually going to probably take some of my ham radio goodies that I got from Dayton and start setting some of those up. So I got some ham sticks, and I want to put those on my car. So it's a little dark, but I'm going to put the headlamp on and do that while I'm listening to the net, I think. So feel free to throw Miss Lucy on the list. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, KE8YUK. She'll be around a little later. She can't talk right now, but she'll be on a little later.
Not a problem at all, brother. We'll get Miss Lucy on there, and yeah, I was dreaming of getting some ham sticks too. I do not have the general class, the G class license yet, but I'm running a 102-inch whip, which is obnoxious, and I love it on my truck right now. We call it the tree slapper, but ham sticks in the future when I get that G card, baby.
Roger that, yep. I actually picked up one of those 102-inch whips while we were down in Dayton for my father-in-law. Shh, don't tell him it's a Father's Day present for him. So there you go. All right, Ryan, I'll let you keep on going. I know it's getting closer to 8:30 your time, so we'll be standing by. W8HRF standing by for the net.
W8HRF, KJ5MCV. Josh, thanks again, brother. And congrats on the ham sticks, baby. All right, let's see. Who else we got on the list? K8ZRY. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, brother?
KJ5MCV, KD8SLG. Give me a minute, Ryan, please. Ryan, are you there?
Sure, brother. I'm here, KJ5MCV, giving you a minute. What's going on, brother?
Oh, it's poking on my tablet. What's up?
I don't know what that was or who it was, but Ryan, if you run through your list now, what are you going to do from during the half hour you got to run it, man? I'm really curious.
Well, I had no intention of running through the list, just saying hello to folks. We'll start over here in just a second. I'll get my bearings. This is still the new guy, but yeah, I kind of got a plan on the back of my head, brother. But I appreciate the direction.
Well, all right, man. I don't want you left standing there with your thumb in your mouth there at like 10 till with nothing going on. And Mark, K3MBC, if you could please throw K6KJV on the list. I'm going to say hi to him. K6KJV, Red Cab, this is KDSLG. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm doing just fine. I'm sitting here with a thumb in the mouth and another thumb somewhere else, and later on you just yell switch. So there you go. Oh, this K6KJV. How you doing, Nick?
Dude, I just got to give you kudos for Marcus Interruptus. That was a classic radio moment.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the compliments. Yeah, that just, man, when Lucy came up with that question, that came to my mind. I said, oh, man, that right there just, that nails it. So, back to you.
And it was just so crafty how she made it Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie up the line. Dude, Maranatha, and where is Marcus Interruptus? All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds before the girl comes on here, so everyone please stand by so Ryan can do his bit. KD8SLG, clear until net.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. Oh, how I've always wanted to say that. It's Sunday, y'all. I'd like to welcome you all to the BeaconNet pre-show. The BeaconNet is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater in BEA, beautiful little town, Ohio, 147.390, positive offset, and a PL tone of 114.0. I'm coming to y'all to my brand new shiny Allstar Node on the Allstar Node number 48496, and the world is upside down, boys and girls. 2 Oklahomans and a Texan in the group tonight. Lord help us all.
W8WKY.
We light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsi time. Get it? This is the pre-show. I'm here to take early check-ins and outs and ups and downs before I hand it off to our boy St. Nick at Night to manage this rat's nest that I've created. This is a controlled net, and we ask that all traffic pass through net control. This is Kilo, Juliet 5, Mike, Charlie, Victor. My personal is Ryan, Romeo, Yankee, Alpha, November. I'll be your pre-net controller this fine Sunday evening. You may know me from the Boredom Breakers net team. I'm the current net control operator. Friday, second hour. If you haven't heard of the Boredom Breakers net, you've definitely been living under a rock. Or You actually have a JOB, and you don't have time to visit Radio Land during your lunch hour. Which, if that's the case, I forgive you. The time has come, y'all. Ready for the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's start by giving Eskimo kisses to our BeaconNet crew tonight. Let's get this party started. KEAQKO, Nick, what's up, brother? You ready for the big show, mi hermanito?
KEAQKO. Hello, Ryan. Hello, everybody on the net. Yes, sir, I'm ready. I'll be here in about a half hour. I'll be here for the whole half hour, I think, but I'll be talking in a half hour. We'll get this thing going and get this new crew broken in. Thanks, you guys, for stepping in and help out. It's good to have some relief on the net. And, yeah, everybody's going to be a good time. The BeaconNet grows. The BeaconNet grows. Anyway, thanks, Ryan. And enjoy your pre-show. Back to you, KEAQKO.
KEAQKO, this is KJ5MCV. I appreciate that, and I'm excited to be here. I'm really excited that my boy Casey Kevs, K5CFY, stayed at number 10. We made it, buddy. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. We're going to clear with St. Nick at Night, KEAQKO. Next up, playing those smooth, mellow tones on the keyboard, K3, Mike Bravo Charlie, Super Southern Mark, and apparently a fan of the late DJ Screw, rest in peace. Anyhow, I digress. What's up, brother? You ready for the big show tonight?
This is K3NBC. Yes, I am ready, and keyboard is warmed up, knuckles cracked. Hopefully, the new guys won't mess this up too much. Looking forward to it. Back to you.
Excellent, brother. It's great to hear you. And did I see that right? You're going to do trivia tonight?
Well, according to Nick and Dustin, I am. And I was ready anyway, so I'm all set to go.
You heard it, boys and girls. We've got K3 NBC Super Southern Mark also bringing us main trivia. That's fantastic. We're going to clear with Super Southern Mark. And let's go to our tail gunner. Alt trivia tonight. We have none other than the one, the only, Mr. Bagok himself, boys and girls. KI5DAY. And if he's in deep trouble, Herbert Allen. But we'll just call him Allen for now. Sorry, brother. I digress once again. Allen, what's up? That thing got a Hemi in it? Also, you ready for the big show, brother?
KI5DAY in the net. That was an awful lot to unwrap, Brian. Let me go get my scissors and I'll open these Christmas presents. Hi. Man, dude. Yeah, I guess I'm ready tonight for some alt.
Alan, not sure what happened there, brother. Hopefully you didn't blow a fuse.
Mark doing some trivia there. What else?
But come back to us. We missed you.
You asked me something else. Oh, and as far as the bagok, so just a big shout out to all the French people who own chickens. Les bagok, yeah. To those people as well. I'll shoot it back to you. Let you get on down this insane list. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, Alan, I stepped on your little tippy toe just a little bit, but sorry, not sorry. We're going to get this show on the road. We're going to take off. We got past our team here. Let's go to Dustin. He's out there listening somewhere, maybe mobile. Maybe he's getting punched in the face right now. I don't know. KDA-EPC, Dustin, what's up, brother? You sticking around for the big show?
KJ5MCV, good evening, Ryan, and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. I'm here. I'm in the background. I'll be listening, judging, and be here for the show. KD8EPC, back to net control.
Beautiful, Dustin. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Let's talk to Presidente KD8SLG. Nick, what's up, brother? You sticking around for the big show?
KG5 MTV is KD8SLG. Take some check-ins. I'm on the regular list.
Gotcha. Once again, thanks for the direction. We'll get it together one of these days. This is Ryan, KJ5 MCV. We've got all our pre-checks. We're going to add to this list, and then we'll run it. If you'd like to check into the Beacon Net, come with your call sign and name.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WB3K, Phil and Canal Fulton. Have no traffic, but Ryan, have a wonderful net, and I'll be enjoying listening on. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, back to freenet.
Fantastic, William. We appreciate you stopping by. We got you on the list, WB3K. Anybody else out there like to check in?
Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Foxtrot Oscar KCH-YFO Andy Medina.
Sorry about that, brother. Looks like my logger did not catch your call sign. Can you slow that down for me one more time? Say that alphanumerically, slowly, so we get you in there. I believe it was Andy Medina.
Yeah, no problem. Kilo Charlie 8 Yankee Foxtrot Oscar KC8-YFO.
All right, KC8-YFO, we got you in there, brother. We appreciate it, Andrew. This is Ryan, KJ5 MCV. We're looking for more check-ins for the Beacon Net. Come out with your call sign and name. We'll get you on the list.
Kilo Golf 8 Delta Kilo KG8DK Kevin.
Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Romeo Hotel Sean Sapulpa, no traffic.
Well, I'll throw the call out. KC8FQV, Mark. KC8FQV.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4 OG.
All right, let's hold it up right there. Go to the top of the list. I'll read off who I got. We're going to start with Eddie. We got W3ETB. We got Robert, KA8, Lima Yankee Juliet. We got Brian, KFAG. We got Ray in there, K5CFY. Thomas, Kilo Alpha 8. Mike, November Tango. We got Josh in there, W8HRF. Appreciate you stopping by, as always. Jeremy, Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Yankee. Got K8YUK, Miss Lucy's in the house. Got KB8MO Andrew. And let's see, Rev Kev is in there. K6KJV. We got K5, KI5TAQ Taco Tim, my boy. We got Dolan, KI5 Romeo Foxtrot India. We got Philip in the house, WV3K. Andrew, KC8YFO. Kevin's in the house too, KG8DK. We got Sean in here, KJ5ARH. He said he's from Sapulpa. That's where I went to high school. We got Mark in there. Oh, Northern Mark, I should say. KC8 Foxtrot Queen Victor. And Mark. K4OG. Anybody else like to get checked in to the Beacon Net here on Sunday night? Please go ahead with your call sign.
5JP Mosley, Adults, what time?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Echo, AFA, EVE. Not sure you're copying my transmission, so I am in and out tonight. Welcome to broadcast.
Hey, that last station, you were down in the noise, brother. I'm going to run this list. We'll come back and give you another opportunity to get checked in. Let's go back up here to the top. Let's talk to our friend Eddie. W3 Echo Tango Bravo. You sticking around for the big show tonight, baby boy?
Yeah, I think it's Mark, right? I was looking for Eric, but I think I see Mark on the list after Nick. So I guess you're the logger tonight. Well, I guess you're not the logger because you said somebody else is logging for you, but you're the pre-check-in or W3 TV. I'm around for a while. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Eddie, we appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, this is Ryan, KJ5 MCV. Let's jump down to our boy Robert K. Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee, Juliet. Robert, you sticking around for the big show tonight, brother?
K3 NBC, this is KA8LYJ. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, group. I shall abide. This is KA8LYJ.
I love it. Abide. I get a kick out of when people say linger. Reminds me of that Cranberry song from the 90s. All right, Brian, we appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Line number 10. Let's talk to Ray Ray. K5 CFY's in the house. You sticking around for the big show tonight, brother?
KK5, Mike Charlie Victor, K5 CFY. Yes, sir. And thanks for being there for us there, Ryan. Did a great job. I think you jumped over Brian there, FA, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I want to tell everybody that our boys came home. I got a text from Shannon and Brimble. They both made it in, and Brimble, I asked him if he was going to take a nap, and he said nope, he was going straight to bed. So there you go. Anyway, they made it, had a great time. Appreciate all you guys inviting them in and helping them and all that kind of good stuff while they were up there. So with that, I'll give it back to you. K5 CFY.
All right, Ray, we're tickled. Real big guns, and Rommel made it back to the Hacienda. That's excellent. That's excellent to hear. Yeah, I heard him earlier, and I think they were 325 miles away, but that's all right. They made it. Good stuff. All right, you're right. I probably did. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf. Brian, you sticking around for the big show tonight?
Yes, sir. I'll be here. KF8G.
All right, brother. We appreciate that. Look forward to seeing you here in just a little bit. All right, we got Thomas in there. He was in and out. Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, so we'll skip right over you. Gosh, W8HRF, are you still in? You sticking around for the big show?
Yes, sir, Ryan. I'll be here. I'll be sticking around. Looking forward to it. W8HRF.
All right, brother. Sounds great. Good luck with those hats. I'm going to get me a box of those one of these days. We'll clear with Josh there, W8HRF. We'll go to Jeremy. Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, Romeo, Yankee. How about you, Jeremy? You doing okay? You sticking around for the big show tonight? We're looking for Mr. Jeremy. Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, Romeo, Yankee. K8, ZRY. Jeremy, you sticking around for the big show tonight, brother?
Hey, Jimmy, better tell us what's on.
Amen.
There, brother, you were going way too fast for me. Was that you, Jeremy? K8, ZRY?
AF5JV, AF5JV, this is KD8SLG. Ryan's running the show tonight. He'll get to you when he gets to you. Please don't break into the net again. KD8SLG, clear.
All right, nothing heard there from Jeremy. We'll come back to him. Put a gray line there for me there, Super Southern Mark, and come back and see him. Miss Lucy, have you made it? K8YUK. You gonna stick around to the big show tonight? What's up?
Well, howdy there, Ryan and the net. Weird to have different voices in the airwaves tonight, but I'm very glad to have you. I just sat down with dinner, and I need to organize my day tomorrow because unpacking from Hamvention is going to be not quite a beast, but definitely not tame. So I got to manage all that around the kids tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. But you're doing a great job, and it's the pre-show, so you didn't ask for my traffic. Sorry about that. Yeah, stick around. K8YUK. Back to KJ5MCV.
All right, Miss Lucy. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Enjoy your dinner and wrangling your unpacking. We appreciate you. We're going to clear with K8YUK. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV, and I'm looking for AB8MO. Andrew, what's up, brother? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
Oh boy, I must be in trouble of being called Andrew now. Anyhow, yeah, I'll stick around, at least do trivia as I usually do, and then probably just head off to bed. Thanks for picking up the pre-show there, Ryan, KJ5MCV from ABNMO.
All right, Andrew. Hey, no problem, man. Happy to be here. I'll get my stuff together one of these days. This is a little more direct than that. I'm okay with it. I'm glad Nick's there to slap me around. I appreciate that, honestly. I might get lost out here without him. Anyways, we're going to clear with Andrew, AB8MO. I guess it's Andy. We need to fix that preferred name. If you don't want me to call you Andrew, like you're in trouble, we need to fix that name in there. We're going to clear with Andy, AB8MO. We're going to go see if Rev Kev is still in the house. K6KJV. What's up, Rev Kev? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
W8WK.
This is K6KJV, and yep, I haven't gave up the ghost, and the Lord ain't called me home yet, so I'm going to be all in for the net. And Andy, you ain't going to bed yet. You still got to take a shower. So back to pre-net control from K6KJV.
Well, Maranatha, Rev Kev from Valley Springs, California. Always a pleasure to chat with you. I'm glad you're sticking around. We're going to clear with K6KJV, Rev Kev, and we're going to go talk to my boy Taco Tim. KI5TAQ, what's up, brother? You going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Sure am going to stick around tonight, and also maybe look at the, shall we say, the shenanigans on the blue screen that's being stirred up, depending on who's doing the stirring, too. I'll let you get back to net control. This is KI5GAQ.
All right, Tim. Thanks again for stopping by. Glad to hear you're sticking around. And I hope that new job or your new schedule is working out good for you. Anyway, we're going to clear with KI5TAQ Taco, Tim. Let's go talk to Mac in Springdale, Arkansas. Kilo India 5. Radio frequency interference. What's up, Mac? All right, we had a little hang up there. KI5 RFI Mac, we're looking for you, brother. You going to stick around for the big show tonight? Well, something's going on. I can't put my finger on it. That's okay. Put a gray light on that one too, Mark, and we'll come back and see if he's here in a minute. Let's go on the list here. Let's see if we can see. Sorry, my eyes aren't as young as they used to be. Whiskey. Victor 3 Kilo. Philip. How about you, brother? You sticking around for the big show tonight?
He was in and out, bud. KD80PC.
All right, Dustin. I didn't see it on the net logger. We'll get it figured out, I promise. Let's go down to let's see, Andrew KC8 Yankee Foxtrot Oscar. About you, Andrew. You gonna stick around for the big show tonight? Looking for Andrew, Medina, Ohio. ACAYFO. What's up, Andrew? You gonna stick around? All right, nothing heard there. Let's skip right over Andrew. Maybe gray him out too, and I'll come back and check with him. Let's check Kevin. Kilo Golf 8. Delta Kilo. Kevin, 88 DK. You sticking around for the big show tonight, brother?
Kilo Golf 8 Delta Kilo. I certainly hope so. I'm sitting here in the shack doing a little soldering on some projects, so I should be around. Back to net control.
Very cool. That's something I wish I was better at, or actually interested in. I got this Allstar Node and all the options out there for it were like, build it yourself. I'm like, no, thank you. So, bless your heart. That is a fun thing to do, but maybe for other folks not. Anyway, we're going to clear with Katie 8TK. We jump down to Sean here. KJ5ARA. Just says Tulsa, but I remember you said Sapulpa. Tell me something good. You sticking around for the big show tonight, Sean? Looking for KJ5 Alpha Romeo Hotel. Sean, are you out there, brother? You gonna stick around for the big show tonight?
He was in and out too, Ryan, KD80PC.
All right, Super Southern Mark. Go ahead and mark him in and out in the remarks area. Mark it in the remarks. Mark. Speaking of marks, let's go talk to Northern Mark. KC8FQV. Mark, how you doing? You sticking around for the big show tonight, brother?
Yeah, okay, South QV. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I could be Southern Mark tonight. I think Middle Mark is up north. Southern Mark could be Middle Mark if he was around, but he probably went to bed. I could be Southern Mark because I'm down in Mason, Ohio. Yeah, Ham Benson was good. So, yeah, now I'm going to go play at Kings Island tomorrow. I played Kings Island today, and I'll do more play tomorrow, and then I'll come home. So, yeah, I'm going to stick around. There is no reason not to stick around. So I'll be back. KCF-TV.
All right, Mark. We appreciate the effort, but as long as you're north of me, you'll never be Southern Mark. We got Southern Mark. Then we got Super Southern Mark. Too bad. So sad. KC8FTV, we're going to clear with you, brother. We're going to go down to another Mark, K4OG from Kentucky. Mark, are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Hey, good evening, Ryan. Nah, Ryan, Middle Mark here is going to do a drive-by. We got to square off with a clock at 7 a.m. and give it a good solid punch. So if you could just mark me down for Charlie, that'd be good enough for me. K4OG. Y'all have a good net. 73s.
All right, Mark, we got you in and out. Good luck with that 7 a.m. wrestling match with the clock in the morning. We're going to clear with K4OG, Mark. We appreciate you stopping by. Last one on the line, but not the least. Let's talk to Patrick here. KF8, Echo Delta Echo. You going to stick around for the big show tonight, Patrick?
No, I'm going to be watching the Cavs game tonight. I wasn't sure that you picked me up on the first transmission, but yeah, I'm going to be watching the game tonight, but I'll be listening to KFA, TDE, that's the preamp.
All right, we got you in and out, but listening, brother. Patrick, thanks for stopping by. It is officially time for the main show. I want to thank everybody who stopped in on my half hour. It's time for Nick, K8QKO, to light up the night airwaves here on the Beacon Net. Thanks so much for hanging with me here for a little bit. Nick, take it away. This is KJ5MCV.
W8WKY.
KJ5MCV, K8QKO. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for doing the pre-show and fine business. 26 check-ins isn't too bad. All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. And we ask you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right. right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KE8QKO. KE8QKO. This is Kilo Echo 8 Golf Kilo Oscar Jody Lafayette. Gonna be in and out tonight. Thanks for picking me up.
All right, we got K8GKO checking in there. Jody checking in and out. Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now.
Alpha 8, Charlie, Tango, A8, CT, Craig, Shreve.
All right, A8CT, Craig checking in. Anyone else who would like to check in? Please call now.
KDADPC with just a quick comment. Please add WB4AIZ Chuck in and out there. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Dustin. WB4AIZ Chuck is checked in and out. Anyone else who would like to check in? Please call now. All right, we got everybody in here. Let's go talk to our trivia masters. We'll change things up a little bit today. We're going to go up to K3 MBC Mark and get our main trivia. Mark, take it away. Kilo 3, Mike Bravo Charlie. Mark, can you read the primary trivia question?
Sorry, had a momentary node issue. I'm back up. Here's the main trivia for tonight. Amateur radio operator Gene Shepard was a writer and broadcaster whose most lasting contribution to popular culture was narrating and co-writing which beloved holiday film? Alpha, It's a Wonderful Life. Bravo, Miracle on 34th Street. Charlie, A Christmas Story. And Delta, White Christmas. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Can I get you to read those one more time for me?
Absolutely. Amateur radio operator Gene Shepard was a writer and broadcaster whose most lasting contribution to popular culture was narrating and co-writing which beloved holiday film? Alpha, It's a Wonderful Life. Bravo, Miracle on 34th Street. Charlie, A Christmas Story. And Delta, White Christmas.
All right, thank you, Mark. Appreciate the trivia. Let's go talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY trivia question is as follows. It's a little one of those odd times in history kind of deal, and it actually deals with the state of Ohio. So here we go. In the 1890s, the territory of Ohio had a famous auto accident. Cars had only been in production a short time, so this accident was deemed very strange. What made this auto accident so unusual? Was it A, the driver misunderstood the clutch system and ran into and destroyed the front of a Chinese laundry business? B, there were only 2 cars in the whole territory at the time, and they ran into each other. C, one of the drivers ran into a horse team in a wagon, killing one horse, injuring a lady on the wagon. Or D, old Buford Cornwall Bean was driving when his false teeth fell on the floor, causing Buford to crash trying to pick up his teeth. KI5DAY back to net.
All right, well, thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. You know, I think I've heard of something like that before, but I don't remember the details, so it's always good to hear trivia questions like that. Like, yeah, I think I've heard that, but I don't know what it is. So I wrote my guess down. We'll see how it works out for me later. Okay. After all that, we do have a short time station from the pre-show. We're going to go talk to him first. AF5JB, Matt. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yes, I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else out on the net. Had a good weekend. Got to see a couple friends out of town. Everybody doing pretty good up there. And got back to Tulsa early this morning. Went to some places and played some pretty cool video games. I got hung around there for a little bit. Went home and took it easy there. Took it easy most of the day and played some more games and just get ready to start a whole new week. It's currently 85 degrees, mostly cloudy, and it's here in Tulsa. And other than that, it's all I got. Everybody out there, it's a wonderful week and a good, safe evening as well. And I'll catch y'all next week. Thank you so much. Good to hear everyone. And this is AF5JB, Matt, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Take control and see you for your time. You catch y'all next time.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Matt. Thanks for checking in. I know you usually only get in on the pre-show and don't actually make it into the regular net. We don't usually get a chance to ask you for trivia questions, but do you want to answer our trivia tonight, or do you want to do a pass?
I'll throw a dart. I would say B. I just see where it goes. Anyway, I appreciate it, and guys, next time, 73, and thanks again.
All right, thank you, Matt. Put you down for Bravo and Bravo for the trivia. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. All right, let's go back up to the top of our list here. Let's see where we're at. I'm gonna figure this out. Looking at, you know what? I'm just gonna go through and start talking to people. We're gonna start with KD&EPC Dustin. How you doing, Dustin? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KAQKO and the Beacon Net. Well, good evening, Nick at Night. I'm not used to being first on the list there, but I'll take it. So, good to hear you out there. Not a lot going on, just watching how things are playing out here in the blue screen and on the net logger and all that good stuff. So, there you go. Getting ready for the net to be over and trying to calm down my female friend who's not too happy with me right this minute. So there you go. That's all that's going on here. Double D's for my trivia. 73. Have a great net. We'll catch you down the log. KD8EPC. Back to net control.
All right, well, thanks, Dustin. You know, I have some experience with that myself. I have a nasty habit of opening my mouth and inserting my foot at the least appropriate moments, so I can understand how that is. All right, next we're going to talk to you, KD8 SLG, just Nick. How you doing, Nick? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Nick and Nite and all the Beacon netizens. It's cold to get in here early for a change like this. Fine business, guys, on pre-show. Gets easier. It really does. Trust me, or I wouldn't be doing it. Let's see, trivia. I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. I think that's what I wrote down. So those are my guesses tonight. I can just see cars running into horses. The horror. The horror. I just saw KD4YVV join us. Jeff from Virginia. Hi, Jeff. What else we got going on? It's been a busy week in the radio land. I didn't get to play much radio, but there was much presiding to do over radio stuff. Much presiding, Nick. Much presiding. Sounds like everybody made it home from Hamvention so far. Good to hear everybody made it. That's a good thing. That's all I got tonight, Nick. Have a great night. We'll catch you later. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got your answers down for Charlie and Charlie. Yeah, we're shaking things up a little bit, changing things out with the new team we're getting, because it's getting a little long to have, the dedicated stuff. Also, yeah, kind of like rethinking and not running on the autopilot I usually am. I forgot to identify. This is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. All right. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nick. And then after Nick, we had W3ETB Eddie checking in and out. And that's going to take us down to KA8LYJ. Bob. How you doing, Bob? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QK. This is KA8LYJ. Good evening, group. And good evening to Nick the Nocturnal. It was a pretty good day. Took in church, ran a couple errands, hit the favorite coffee spot, which now serves scones, and so that's a little slice of heaven. And came home, and I think I finally have that annoying problem with my mobile antenna fixed. So you're not going to have me picket fencing you Wednesday morning, I don't think. As for trivia, I'm going to go Charlie Brown. And that'll do it for me, KA8LYJ.
All right, well, thank you, Bob. Got your answers down for Charlie and Bravo. Yeah, good luck with testing that antenna out on Wednesday. Make sure it works out good for you. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. You know what? He said finally has scones. I don't know if I've ever been to a coffee shop that didn't have scones. I mean, they're, at the very least, they could buy them at like Costco and put them in a jar and sell them for, for whatever they sell them for. So, I don't know. Pretty cool, though. I like scones once in a while. Next, we're going to talk to KF8G Brian. How you doing, Brian? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, for once, I'm 100% sure of the alternate trivia answer, but I'm sticking to my answer of 42, since that covers everything. So, not much. Spent the weekend in Mid-Ohio for a big national. Got some interesting weather here and there, but we got through the event. Had 250 cars, so pretty busy event. Lots of good racing, so I enjoyed that. So, car show season's starting up in earnest. I missed one today. times in Mid-Ohio, but the weekly night stuff is starting, so looking forward to that, getting out of the house once in a while, even despite the gas prices. So with that, I'll return it to net control, KF8G.
All right, thank you, Brian. Yeah, I forgot right after I called for you. I was like, I should ask them about the race event today, but for this weekend. But I'm glad it went well for you. Country is down for 42. Yeah, the weather today was nice, but the weather yesterday got a little. I thought it was not going to be as bad as it was. It was worse than I wanted it to be, and it was super wet. It kind of sucked because I had a tree fall on a fence in my backyard, kind of off of the bushes too, and the dog kept getting out and chasing the neighbor's dog, and I was like, I gotta fix this. So I had to cut up the tree and kind of drag it away. Some of it cut up, didn't get it drug away yesterday, and then today I went out with my truck and tried to drag it away and tore up the backyard and got mud ruts all over the place. But it's cleared out. The dog can't get out of the fence for now, and that's good. So yeah, the weather yesterday didn't really help. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Let's go down and talk to K5 CFY Ray. How you doing, Ray? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Internet, K5, CFY. Good evening, everyone. Great job there, Mr. Nick at Nite, and good job on the net logger there, Mark. Hang in there. It'll come to you. Like Nick says, it'll get easier and easier. The guys made it back. I got from Shannon and Rimmel. They both made it back, and I don't think they'll probably be on here. I think they both went night-night. Anyway, I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie, so we'll see how that goes tonight, and I'll give it back to you. Thanks for doing that. Appreciate everybody there. Go ahead, K5, CFY.
All right, thank you, Ray. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. Thanks for checking in. Glad everybody made it back home safe and sound. After Ray, we had K8MNT in and out, and that's going to take us down to W8HRF. Josh, how you doing, sir? And how was your trip this weekend?
K8QKO and the net, W8HRF. What's up, Nick at Night? Good to hear you. Oh, nice work to Ryan on the pre-show, Mark on the log in there, and there you go, and good to hear you tonight. Let's see, before I go on, I'm going to say, for my trivia, I was worried my battery is dying. For Maine, I'm going to go with It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not sure, but I like that movie. And for alternate, my real guess is Bravo, but I like the Delta, dropping the false teeth to the floor, causing Buford to crash. There you go. So I'm going to go with Delta. Let's see, for the alternate. So Alpha Delta. Let's see. It was a really good weekend, Nick. We went camping. We brought the pop-up down. The kids, it was a rough night the first night. I'm trying to figure out what do I say, because what do I tell versus what is Lucy going to tell? But anyways, it got better. It got better every single evening. The kids got better at it. We got better at it. And it also got warmer, so it got a little easier. It was a little cold that first night, but we had a heater. And it was awesome camping right next to the Mercers, K8ARB and K8WVV, and it was good to see a bunch of folks came out for dinner on Friday. We had burgers and sausages, and that was really cool. It was good to see Aaron LVA was in person there. He stopped by, Harry and his wife, and Andy was there. And I accidentally put one of my purchases into Andy's DX bag. I was carrying it for him in the stroller, and so on the way home, as we were packing up, and I'm like, where is this? I can't find it. Sorry, timing everything out. But W8HRF returning. But finally figured out that Andy had it, and he was nice enough to stop by and drop it in our mailbox for us on the way home. So thank you, Andy. Do appreciate that.
But, so many good stories. Betty is now singing new Wheels on the Bus versions, like the dad on the bus says, hammer down, because we were driving the big old bus. So it was great. We have so many stories. We'll be telling them for the next week or so. So there you go. Anyways, I'm not going to hold it any longer. Fine business on the net. We'll catch you all later. KE8QKO, W8HRF, 7-3 all.
All right, Josh, thanks. Sounds like it was a pretty good weekend. Sorry I missed it. It was a lot of fun. Got your answers down for Alpha and Delta. We also have the answers on the blue screen for W3ETB Eddie, who was marked as in and out, but we got his answers down for, I think he said Bravo and Charlie. So we'll update the log with that. And then we're going to go back down and talk to KE8ZRY, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy? And what do you... before I go to Jeremy, this is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater. 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. Now we're going to talk to KE8ZRY, Jeremy. How you doing, Jeremy? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight? Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Yankee. Jeremy, are you out there? Do you have comments for the beacon net? All right, nothing heard from Jeremy. We're happy to take a recheck from him later on if he wants to get back to us. Now, after that, we'll go down and talk to KE8YUK, Miss Lucy. How you doing, ma'am? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO, KE8YUK. Hi, everybody. First of all, welcome to the team, new guys. There's always a learning curve, and it doesn't stop. No matter how long you do it, something eventually will happen where you pick up the wrong microphone or a radio turns off or, lightning could strike you at any time if we're being real. So, just keep on keeping on. Don't stop learning and don't stop trying. And we're mostly all here for you, I'm pretty sure. Trivia, I'm going to do... Goodness. I'm going to do Delta and Delta. No, I lied. Nah, I'm going to do the Delta and Delta because I'm not sitting down at the computer and I can't see what the letters are, and I don't feel like stretching the microphone that far. The invention was great. Had a really good time. It was really helpful only having 2 kids at the moment. Josh and I were able to trade off on kid duty, which was really nice for me. Usually they tag team me, and that's a lot of work. So we put Will in the backpack, and Betty just rode around like a passenger princess in her stroller, well, Will's stroller, pretty much the whole time, I think. But she was fine with that, and we were fine with that, and Will fell asleep in the carrier, so it all worked out. And then the second day, I actually went to a tea party with Will while Josh and Brandon and the kids took Betty back to Hamvention, and that also worked well, had a good time. And I was able to go to a Raptor Center down there, and Glen Helen, I think is what it's called, and I walked way too far. Poor decisions were made, but it was still cool to see the birds, and a crow scared the pants off of Will. He was not happy about the crow there, so that was actually really funny, and I kind of feel bad, but it was really funny. I'm going to let it drop real quick. KE8YUK returning. Yeah, there's a crow that is learning to talk, and it's about 3 years old, they said. And so Will was trying to find his bearings. He had just woken up, so he was kind of tottering around, and the crow kind of cackled at him, not a normal cackle, like an attempt at speech cackle, and it spooked him, and he was a little nervous about it. But I set him down so he could, tough it out, and he was trying to walk down the path, and it did it again, and he fell apart. I don't know what it told him, but he was not happy about it. So we got to see some owls and had a great time with that. And in general, great camping trip, great company, and see how we do it next time. Thank you, everybody, for running the net and being part of the net, and we'll catch you down the log. KE8YUK to KE8QKO. Set victories and God bless.
All right, thank you, Lucy. Got your answer down for Delta and Delta. Sounds like you had a very good weekend. Also, I'm going to say, the comment of only 2 kids seemed a little, I don't know if it's foreshadowing or anything, but yeah, good luck with that. I think one was a handful, so I don't know how many you guys are going to have, but yeah, I'm happy with 1. Thanks for checking in, man. I do appreciate it. Next we have AVMO, Andy Rue. There seemed to be some confusion about preferred name, so let's go with Andy Rue. How you doing, Andy Rue? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, you just got all the bases covered, don't you? KE8QKO from AB8MO. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah, good afternoon. Good evening. Missed you at Hamvention. It was a blast walking around with you last year, or was it the year before that we walked around a little while? I know that you bought I think it was an FT891. Yeah, your presence was definitely missed, but it was great camping with Dustin, although it was quite cold that first night, as Josh pointed out. So brought my CPAP. I couldn't turn the heat up high enough on it, so it was blowing pretty cold air, and I had trouble sleeping. I did fine till it got below 50, and then I struggled. So I did have a hotel room the second night, so it was great to sleep in a real bed. But it was great. And I know I'm not going to listen to Alan singing now. He's I don't know. Or maybe, yeah. Well, anyhow, it was great to see. I got to meet Andy KCYFO again. It probably, I would say it's been a good 20 years or so since we last saw each other, so I'm sure I looked a little different to him and I look, I have a lot less hair than I did when I met him when I was 20, and I think Andy is, well, I still recognize him for sure, so he probably recognized me. We hit it off well. So it was great bumping into YFO and a whole bunch of other hams over there at Dayton. So really enjoyed it, enjoyed the time. Let me drop it a sec. Enjoyed the time with Josh and Lucy and company. So that was good. And Dustin makes good steaks over a fire. So those, I think they were New York strip steaks. They were pretty good. So I had a good time with him. So anyway, I'm going to register double C's, checkpoint Charlie on both of them. We'll see where that lands. That's all I got from here. Hey, maybe you'll make it next year, right, Nick at Nite? And you too, for that matter, just Nick. I didn't see you there either, but maybe you made it and I just didn't see you. But it was great, even though Saturday was very wet. It was great meeting everybody. All right, I'm going to quit talking and go take a shower and de-stinkify myself, which is a little bit of TMI, I know. K8QKO, this is ABNMO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. Yeah, that was 2 years ago that we got to walk around Hamvention together. Yeah, it seems like the years when a lot of people go are the years I usually miss, which seems kind of weird. But hopefully more people will go. Maybe I can make it next year. I would like to go down there and camp for the weekend. Maybe even go down Thursday night and make it a long weekend. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And yeah, good thing we don't have smell-o-vision on the radio. So go and have that shower and enjoy it. This is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And the next station we're going to talk to is K6KJV Rev Kev. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Nick. I appreciate the handout. This K6KJV of the Klein Cornwall Dovine here in Valley Springs, California, as you said. Well, what do I got? I think I'm mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Alan say that Larry's got a girlfriend. Her name is Lady Bagaka, or is that his favorite singer? I don't know. That's pretty cool, though. Lady Bagaka, yeah. And well, with that being said, hello to the rest of the crew and everyone else on the net. All the youngins, got to bring up the youngins. You know, Lucy, she is a man. Miss Lucy, you're clever, very intelligent on your questions there, and you're a busy mom. You got 3 youngins there. Man, I don't know how you do it with all 3 of them kids that you got to wrangle. You got to ride herd on them. So there you go. Oh, Mr. Josh, I'm just joking. All right. Well, I guess it's about time we get to the questions there, huh? Well, I'm going to have to go with double D's, Delta and Delta. That's right. I do like to, never mind, I'll just go double D's, Delta and Delta. So, God bless 73 and Maranatha. Back to you, Mr. Nick, from K6KJV.
All right, well, thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down there for double D's. I wonder if we're ever going to see you go to Hamvention one year. That'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, sir. Appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk to KI5TAQ, Taco Tim from Bothang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening there, Nick at Night. Enter the Beacon Net. This is KI5TAQ. Let me get the trivia questions out of the way. I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. And I'm just going to kick back, relax for a little bit to see if I answered right. And then after that, I'm going to set the alarm clock and go to bed. Because I got an early morning wake-up call. And then, who knows, I may decide to, well, you know, I cannot harass Alan anymore. Damn it. Only on the blue screen I can harass him at times. Oh, well. I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got your answers down for Charlie and Charlie. And good luck with that early wake-up call tomorrow. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. After Tim, we had Phil, WV3K, who was in and out. And that's going to take us down to KC8YFO, Andrew. How you doing, Andrew? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? All right, we'll give Andrew a call here again. I also missed KI5RFI, and I'll get back up to Mac here in a moment as well. Kilo Charlie 8, Yankee Foxtrot Oscar. Andrew, are you out there? Do you have comments for the Beacon Net?
Hey there, apologize. Yep, I was in the other room. And, hey, it was a great weekend.
All right, not sure what happened there. Looks like Andrew stopped transmitting. Kilo KC8 YFO, if you want to come back again, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'm having some radio issues here. But, hey, it was a great weekend at Hamvention there. So, it was great meeting everybody. It was good to see Andy, AB8MO. Missed a couple, Dustin, but just getting settled into bed here. And for the trivia, I will do A and C, so Alpha and Charlie. And back to you, KC8YFO.
Thank you, sir. Got your answer down there for Alpha and Charlie. Let's go back up to KI5 RFI Mac. See what he's up to tonight. Mac, take it away.
Good evening. This is KI5 RFI. I hope you can hear me this time. Free net. Nobody could hear me when I punched the button. It's a windy day here in Arkansas. Other than that, it's been pretty nice. For the trivia questions, I'm going to go with just guessing on the personal, so I'll go A for Arkansas. On the second one, I'm going to go with Charlie. And with that, I'll send it back to net control.
All right, thank you, Mac. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie. I heard you okay, but you were super, super quiet. I just had to turn my volume way up to hear you. But you got you in there. You got your answers, and good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. After Mac, we're going to go down to KG8DK. Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, this is KG8DK, and I don't have any traffic and no big shattering news, but I think I've nailed the trivia for tonight, and I do believe it's Charlie and Bravo. Back to net control.
All right, well, thank you, Kevin. Those aren't my answers, but maybe you'll beat me to it, and I'll get them wrong, and you'll get them right. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. After Kevin, let's go down to after Kevin, we have an in-and-out station, which is KJ5ARH. And then that's going to take us down to KC8FQV. Mark. How you doing, Mark? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo Charlie 8, Foxtrot, Quebec Victor. Mark, do you have comments on the Beacon Net? All right, nothing here from Mark. He can recheck with us later if he needs to. Then we had, after Mark, we had three in-and-out stations, K4OG, KF8EDE, and AF5JB. And then we're going to talk to KF8GGM Matt. How you doing, Matt? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
KE8QKO, this is KF8GGM. Good evening, Nick. Not too much going on. It was a warm day today. Spent my day tutoring my kids geometry and trig and physics, because I guess their mom's like, I'm not doing those. You can have it. So that's what I did today. Kind of fun. But gotta say it was a little warm, so keeping their attention was kind of a challenge. Other than that, though, nothing else, man. Glad to hear everybody who went to Dayton made it back in one piece, safe and sound, and hope everybody's having a great night. KF8GGM, back to net control.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, tutoring the kids for math is a lot of fun. I always enjoy doing that. But I don't do it as much anymore. My kids kind of enjoyed it more. But, yeah, thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Hey, I don't know if I have your trivia answers. Do you want to come back with those?
Yeah, sorry about that. I always seem to forget to give the answers. My answers are going to be Delta and Delta, double D's. KF8GGM, back to you.
All right, copy that, sir. Got down for double D's. This is K8QKO on the W8WKY repeater 147, Mark 390, positive outside with a PL total of 114, Mark 8. After Matt, we had KE8GKO Jody checking in and out, and then that's going to take us down to AA8CT Craig. How you doing, Craig? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO, good evening, Nick, and thank you for being our NCO. I'm going to go with Charlie, and Charlie, I'm glad to hear that everybody pretty much got back from Hamvention, and that's good. And heard Ray out there, talked to him in the morning because I'm one of those people that get up way too early. And good evening, Ray, if you're still listening. If not, we'll chat in the morning. And with that, I'll turn it back to you because I am going to go to bed because I get up early in the morning. Glad everybody had a great time at the Hamvention, and welcome back. I hope you got some treasures. And this is AA8CT back to KE8QKO. And again, thank you, Nick. Great evening and 73.
All right, thank you, Craig. Got your answer down there for Charlie. And Charlie, looks like Jody is still, actually, before I go to Jody, we have KD4Y or YVV checked in and from Virginia, and they just so they're offline. So I'm going to see if they're still there before they completely disappear. So Jeffrey, KD4 YVV, are you out there? And do you have comments on the beacon net?
Yes, I'm still out here. I think about the second and third times I've ever checked it on the beacon net. I'm not even sure where you get the information from the trivia questions. I'm not sure. You must put it on the blue screen, or I missed something earlier. But outside that, it's about 73 degrees here. We're just chilling. And I saw the beacon net come up on the EchoLink, or netlogger, excuse me. I decided to check in and see what's happening. Anyway, I'm sure it's interesting. KD4YVV, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, they are on the blue screen. We also read them at the beginning of the net, but we usually end up reading them throughout the net as well whenever we need to. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Hang around for a minute. I'm going to have we have two trivia questions. I'm going to have both trivia questions read, and then I will call back out to you and let you try to answer them. So let's go up to K3 NBC Mark, and get the primary trivia question read. Mark, take it away.
This is K3MBC. Main trivia tonight. Amateur radio operator Gene Shepard was a writer and broadcaster whose most lasting contribution to popular culture was narrating and co-writing which beloved holiday film? Alpha, It's a Wonderful Life. Bravo, Miracle on 34th Street. Charlie, A Christmas Story. And Delta, White Christmas. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you for the reread. Let's go talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate trivia question read. Alan, take it away.
All righty then. Okay, here we go. Tonight's alternate trivia. Hi, Jeff. In the 1890s, the territory of Ohio had a famous auto accident. Cars had only been in production a short time, so this accident was deemed very strange. So what made this auto accident so unusual? Your choices are A, the driver misunderstood the clutch system and ran into and destroyed the front of a Chinese laundry business. B, there were only 2 cars in the whole Ohio territory at the time and they ran into each other. C, a driver ran into a horse team and wagon, killing one horse and injuring a lady on the wagon. Or D, old Buford Cornwaldo Bean was driving when his false teeth fell on the floor, causing Buford to crash trying to pick up his teeth. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. Let's go back down to KD4 YVV Jeffrey. How you doing, sir? What are your answers for the trivia?
Well, I believe the other one's Wonderful Life. And I'm going to laugh at the other one because I believe it's so far-fetched it probably was the next one I was going to say.
All right, so you have Alpha, and I don't know if I fully understood the answer for the alternate for the second one.
I believe it was Delta, the false teeth.
All right, copy that, sir. Thank you. Alpha and Delta. And Jody, who had checked in and out, is still listening to us, but she said that if she gets on, she's going to tell us a lot about 220, and that's about all that she really needs to pass on. So, but she did give us trivia answers of Charlie and Delta. So I'll put Jody down for Charlie and Delta. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, and we're at the bottom of our list. So, anybody who would like to check in the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Well, I am back. KCFQV.
All right, I've got KC8FQV. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now. KC8FQV, Mark, go ahead and take it.
All right, KCFQV. Yep, Dayton was good. I'm glad I got down there, even though it was a day late. But it was great getting down there and great seeing so many of the people from the clubs and that, and others. So I'm going to say Citizen Band, CNB. Yeah, went over now at Kings Island. So we'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll head back home tomorrow night. I won't get back till Tuesday, because I'll stop in Columbus and see the guy that got me involved and got me in to ham radio. He worked 2 times at doing it. First time I went with code, and you had to send, receive, and do the theory. I can't recall if it was the sending or the receiving that I couldn't get when we were 5 words a minute. But then, 94 or whatever he told me, and about 96 I got the license. But everything else is going good. So, great hearing everyone, great seeing everyone. So we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Bravo. Glad you have fun in Dayton, and thanks for checking in. Okay, this is KE8 QKO on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 3. I know, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. And we're ready for more check-ins. If anyone else would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. We're going to go talk to our net control team. As many might have noticed, it's a shorter list now. We're kind of changing things up because it was getting so long, and letting the no responsibilities members of the team check in on their own and just have the actual active net control, active team participants. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to start with K3 NBC. Mark, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Thanks for hosting the net tonight, Nick. This is K3MBC. Pretty good night and pretty good day at the day job. I work at a church, so got to work on Sunday, and we had a good day of services and such. Had my normal bit of chasing down equipment problems, which is being chief engineer there for all of our systems and everything. Had to dig on a few things, beat on a few computers, and that type of thing, but everything turned out well. Great day. Glad to be home, wrapping up the day with first chance on logging the BeaconNet. And for my trivia answer, and since I did main trivia, I can't answer that one, obviously, but for the alt trivia, it was a wild guess, and my guess is Charlie. Charlie. K3NBC, back to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your alternate answer down for Charlie. It sounds like you had a pretty good day. It's good weather up here, too, so it's a nice Sunday. And thanks for doing the logging and the trivia. I appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk to KJ and CV, Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, hello to you, Nick. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. It's great to be a part of the team today. Often, I find that to be the case. I'm a new ham, and it seems like I get very excited about this portion of it, the radios, the nerdology, the Allstar Nodes, and everything that goes along with it. This is, I've said it before, this is more fun than a bushel basket full of puppies, but today I'm going to throw another zinger. I was as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, but I think we got it. I'm gonna get my stride figured out. And before I forget, we're gonna go with C, Christmas Story, and I think it was Charlie again, where the horse got ran over or something to that effect. Anyway, no idea on the trivia. Wild horse guesses, if you know what I mean. Just to add, KD4YVV. Great to hear him on the net tonight. That guy sent me a picture of something that he did some magic on. He took me from holding the shotgun to standing in front of an antenna with a bowfang in my hand. I don't know how he did it, but it was magic.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Got all of that magic. We got your answer down there for Charlie. And Charlie, thanks for doing the pre-show. Fine business. And finally, we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan. How you doing, Alan? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KI5DAY. Man, every time you ask me that, it's just so many things pop in my head, and that's probably not something that should happen so much, but it does every time. So I guess I'll just say, what do I have for the net? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, a bowl for everybody if you want it. But yeah, that would be great. Man, it's been an interesting week, crazy week. Lots and lots and lots of never-ending wind, as we're famous for in Oklahoma. Now, tomorrow and Tuesday, we may have some traumatic storms. We don't know for sure, but sadly, so will Missouri, and maybe, I say Missouri, Kansas, and several other states up there in the north, so watch out. I'm ready for the storms and wind to stop so I can play some ham radio, for crying out loud. Not much else going on here. I guess I'll give the answer for my regular trivia. I'm going to go with B on the main trivia there, which would be Miracle on 34th Street. I have no idea, but that's a great movie. So there you go. And with that, I'll shoot it back to the net and back to you, Nick.
All right, well, thank you, Alan. We got your answer for the main trivia is Bravo. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't worry about getting on that ham radio stuff. I think it's just a fad, and it's pretty well overrated, so don't waste your time. Anyway, thanks for doing the Allstar trivia, and I appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, my answer is going to be Charlie and Charlie. And yeah, had a pretty good weekend, too. So that Saturday turned into a bit of a wash in the afternoon, but you know what? That's okay, because that means I didn't really have to do yard work. So I'm okay with that. But I had to finish it up today. Got it all done. The dog's stuck in the yard. She can't escape anymore. Left her out there for like an hour to see if she would figure out a way to get out, and she didn't. So I'm a happy camper. No more dog running around the neighbor's yards. Yeah, that's about what I got going on this weekend. So, yeah, okay. All right, anybody else out there? We have another round of check-ins. Let's see. Yeah, another round of check-ins. If you want to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo, KF8, Pat, recheck.
All right, I think that was KF8 EDE, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Echo Patrick, or the recheck. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir. I don't know if you can hear me very well or not.
All right, copy that, Patrick. I got you on the list here. We'll talk to you here in just a moment. I'm going to make sure there's nobody else out there wanting to check in. Yeah, you're really scratchy. I can hear you. You're plenty loud enough, but you're scratchy. So some of the phonetics were sitting in the bacon, we'll say. All right, anybody else out there that wants to check into the BeaconNet, please call now.
This is Kilo Oscar.
All right, nothing heard there. Let's back up to KF8 EDE. Patrick, what do you got for us, sir?
Oh, just sat here watching the Cavs game tonight. Cavs end up winning 125 to 94 in Game 7. So they will advance to the Eastern Conference Final. And took a couple of YouTube videos, about an hour long each one of them, people walking around there. I didn't realize it was like the largest ham fest in the world. But I enjoyed watching it, but so much of it's still over my head. But that's all. Just wanted to recheck back in with that. And this is KF8 EDE, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Patrick. I had you listen to this in and out. I didn't have trivia answers. You want to come back with trivia answers?
Sure, I could do that. I was going to say B and C, Bravo and Charlie. Back to you, KF8 EDE.
All right, copy that, sir. Thank you. We got you down for Bravo and Charlie. All right, and it appears that when I was doing the call out earlier, I doubled with somebody. So we had somebody try to check in, I think, when I was calling for Patrick or when I was transmitting. So if you tried to check into the BeaconNet, but I did not say your call sign, I didn't get you. So come on back to me, and we'll get you in the log and get to talk to you.
KAQKO, KD-SLG. That was someone on KN4 EWT network, I think. His name escapes me right now. But that's who it was, and I think it looks like they've already disconnected. KD-SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Nick.
Copy that, sir. Always happy to take their check-in if they want to give it, so just want to open it up. If they're not there, then they won't check in, and we'll get them in the log. All right. Anyway, back to the bottom of the list here. This is KAQKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And I'm going to do one more round. I'm going to call for check-ins one more time before I go up and get our trivia answers. So if you'd like to check in and answer the trivia, now's your chance.
KB8LJ.
Kilo Bravo 8, Lima Juliet. Got you in there. Anyone else want to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, Kilo, Lima Juliet, take it away, Charles.
Okay. I'll just throw in some answers for the trivia questions and let it go at that. I will take Charlie and Charlie for both of them. KB8LJ, back to net.
All right, copy that, sir. Got you down for Charlie and Charlie. Thanks for checking in. Let's go up and talk to our trivia masters and see if we can get some answers. Oh, that's my answers? Yeah, my answers are Charlie and Charlie as well, so they're already in there. Yeah, let's... K3NBC. Mark, would you read us the primary trivia answer, please?
This is K3NBC. Read the question and the answer. Amateur radio operator Gene Shepard, K2ORS, was a writer and broadcaster whose most lasting contribution to popular culture was narrating and co-writing which beloved holiday film? And the correct answer was Charlie, A Christmas Story. Gene Shepard, K2ORS, was a radio, I love this word, a raconteur, and a storyteller who turned his semi-autobiographical short stories into the 1983 film A Christmas Story. It's the one with Ralphie and the Red Ryder BB gun. And everybody remembers the line, "You'll shoot your eye out." Anyway, the film now airs for 24 consecutive hours on television each Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. Fine trivia. Glad I got that one right. Okay, let's go down to KI5DAY, get the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
Alrighty, but just to clear something up, although my question says something about the Ohio Territory in the 1890s, you can still look at maps that declared Ohio Territory of 1895. Even though it was a state already, they still said the Ohio Territory. There's maps you can actually look up of it. But anyways, tonight's alternate trivia is, or was, in the 1890s, the Territory of Ohio had a famous auto accident. Cars only had in a short time, so this accident was deemed very strange. What made this auto accident so unusual? The answers were A, the driver misunderstood the clutch system, ran into and destroyed the front of a Chinese laundry business. B, there were only 2 cars in the whole Ohio Territory at the time, and they ran into each other. C, the driver ran into a horse team and wagon, killing a horse and injuring a lady on the wagon. And D, old Buford, Cornwall Bean, was driving when his false teeth fell out, causing Buford to crash trying to pick up his teeth. Boy, I wish that was the right answer, D, but it's not. If you guessed C, you were wrong. It was actually B. There were only 2 cars, and in the territory at the time, managed to run into each other. So, let me let this drop. So basically, in 1895, as this thing says, it says the whole territory of Ohio was a very different spot than it is today. To be told, there were just 2 vehicles out and about in the whole state. Sadly, these 2 vehicles wound up colliding with one another, making it presumably the primary fender bender in the state. This occurrence was an indication of how much innovation has changed and keeps changing the scene of transportation. So there you go, aimless driving in 1895 in Ohio. That's crazy. F5DAY, back to that.
All right, that's I guess I got that one wrong, but I wasn't sure. I thought I heard something about that. I thought it was related to a carriage or something. So I don't know. I've obviously got it wrong. But interesting trivia there. And you know, a funny thing. There's actually some people who think that, who will claim that Ohio is still not a state today. I saw this on a documentary or something somewhere. That might be a good trivia question, but I'll ruin it. I guess Ohio is the first state that was not originally part of the original 13 colonies to actually become a state, and we didn't get some sort of seal from Congress because they sort of amended the process after Ohio became a state. So all the other states have some particular seal from Congress acknowledging them as a state. Because Ohio never got it, there are those people floating around somewhere that would prefer not to pay state income taxes and will try to claim that Ohio is not a state, so they don't have to pay state income taxes. So Ohio could still be a territory, I guess, depending on your point of view. So thank you there, Alan. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So this is K8QKO on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 3. And I know positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we are going to do one more round, and I say again, one more round of check-ins or rechecks to the BeaconNet. So if you would like to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Yeah, network control. This is KJ5ATA, just checking in. IO and all like that. 73s. Didn't catch all the trivia, but that's okay. I was coming late, you know. I just don't remember everything. So, anyways, 73, night.
All right, copy that, guy. Thanks, we got you in there. It's in and out. Yeah, we just finished reading the trivia answers, so just a few minutes late, but that's all right. We got you in there. You're on the log. I appreciate it. And, yeah, I guess that's about it. If I went straight out after, guys, so I'll say if anybody else wants to check in, I'll take your call sign. All right, nothing heard there. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, the BeaconNet crew, and Larry the Rubber Chicken, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WAWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink WAWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WAWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and EchoLink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KE8QKO, returning your repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use this time. 73 all, and have a wonderful Begockin' Sunday.
Kilo, Juliet 5, Mike, Charlie, Victor. I'm listening. I'm going to hang around for a few. Anybody wants to chat? Come on, chat with me. KJ5MCV.
KJ5NCV, this is KJ5ATA. Yeah, I'm here. What you want to talk about? I'm standing by.
KJ5ATA. So you're, yeah, I'm starting to get my stuff together. I think you've been a ham a little bit longer than I have, but you're somewhere in the middle of the U.S. Where are you at, KJ5? Are you a local Oklahoman like myself?
Actually, I'm here in Georgetown, Texas. That's where I'm at. And, yeah, I'm just talking to you a little bit here. And tonight, nothing much for me to do. I'm getting kind of sleepy here. I'm possibly going to crash out soon enough. I'm playing a solitaire on my computer machine right now, and getting sleepy. So, and listening to the radio and all like that. So, anyways, how about you?
Yeah, I guess you could say the same for me. I'm tickled I got this Allstar Node working, but speaking of Georgetown, we do quite a bit of work in Texas there, and I've got to say Georgetown is one of the biggest, I don't want to be rude, they're tough to deal with as far as the jurisdictions and the rules and the ETJ and whether they want towers in their area or not, and they really want tower sites to look pretty. They make us put bushes and, you know, all that stuff. CMU walls, wrought iron fences, beautiful little bushes in front of the tower sites, and yeah, and then Austin Energy can be a major handful to deal with, setting power up for these sites too. I don't know, it sounds like I'm mad at you guys, but I'm not. It's okay. I love working in that area. I love going to that area. Austin is super cool, but anyways, yeah, I love that part of Texas.
Yeah, well, you mind telling me what kind of occupation you're working on and where you're at? You say you're from Oklahoma, and it sounds like you're setting up some sort of, I don't know, is it you're trying to set up towers for energy or communications? I'm not quite sure what the issues are and what difficulties you're having. I can understand in Travis County, yeah, around there, that's like California East or whatever. But anyways, yeah, just maybe you can come back with where you're coming from.
You bet. Yeah, I left that one a little open-ended. I got the cart before the horse, I guess you could say. So I work for Hemphill, HEMPHILL, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. We own, lease, and construct cell phone towers and cell phone tower sites. So it's like working with propane and propane accessories, I guess you could say. And we put them all over the Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado, and then all the upper Midwest. So, yeah, I have a lot of fun doing it, but you get to certain areas in around Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas, and they make you jump through a handful of hoops to coordinate power, fiber runs. Yeah, actually, the TxDOT right-of-way entrances have some pretty serious rules that go along with that. They'll come and inspect and fail you. Anyway, yeah, I didn't want it to sound like I was beating you guys up, but dude, sometimes it is difficult. We can't forget the stormwater and drainage. That can be a real handful. But anyways, yeah, that's what I do, and those are the kind of issues I lock horns with every day.
Yeah, this is KJ5ATA. Man, I'll tell you what, that sounds like a challenging type of occupation, I must say. Golly, you know, setting up cell phone towers and all like that. Yeah, and throughout the country and where else. I guess you set them up for, maybe you can inform me, but you just, you set these things up for various clients, such as, you know, T-Mobile and AT&T and, I don't know, Pure Talk, I don't know, Sprint, I don't get it. It sounds, it's a little bit out of my league, but maybe you could fill me in just a little bit so I can possibly maybe inform someone else on how these things work. Anyways, it's okay to come back with that.
You bet. KJ5MCV, KJ5ATA. Happily. So it's safe to say, in a kind of a simple format, it works like we'll use Verizon, for instance. They give us a picture of a circle on a map and say, hey, can you go find us someone that will lease an area to you guys in this site? You go ahead and construct the tower, go ahead and build it, and then we'll pay you rent on it for the next 100 years on a lease. And anywhere from 50 to 75 years, I guess, realistically. We go ahead and do that from start to finish. We've got site acquisition folks in the area, all over the U.S., I should say. Lots of different companies we deal with for that. They'll strike up a handshake with a landowner that says they do want to receive money for having a tower on their property. We kind of get a kick out of it. We say, you want money to look at our tower? And they say yes or no, either one, right? So that's kind of the beginning handshake, and then we coordinate everything else that goes along with it, with the jurisdiction, and move on from there. And eventually you either have a guide tower, a self-support tower, or a monopole, depending on where it's at, especially in your area. It's very hit or miss what the jurisdictions want, you know. It's safe to say San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, they are not interested in anything but a monopole, and they have height restrictions too that kind of keep us beat up. So we take that information back to the carrier, and they say, yep, we'll do it. They grant us a green light, and we'll go build it.
KJ5MCA. This is KJ5ATA, guy from Georgetown, Texas. Wow, man, that sounds really, very intense. I can remember a time a few years back, I guess maybe about 15 years ago, my father, who has a farm up in Illinois, they were approached by a tower construction outfit, and they wanted to build a tower on his land, and he refused it, thinking that was going to destroy his land thing, but they had offered him X amount of money, to be there and such, but he thought it was going to destroy the aesthetics value of his land, so he refused it. So, just curious, do you think that was a good decision or not a good decision? I know you don't know the whole scenario of this, but I'm just thinking what you think about that situation there. And it's okay to come back.
KJ5MCV, KJ5ATA. Yeah, no, and no offense when I say this, that was a terrible idea to not let that happen. But I understand it. There's a lot of people that are concerned with radio frequencies and, the general view of their property. But as far as carrying on a legacy and paving the way for funds for your family after you're gone, that is the gift that keeps on giving. And we're not like oil companies where we just leave it there after the lease is over. So it could have been a really good deal for your fam. And we don't only lease them, we also will pay a one-time permanent easement fee. So I can tell you a good handful of times just this last year we've bought a permanent easement over a 100 by 100 foot square on somebody's property for $100,000. So it can be immediate monetary gain, and then of course, if you want to do the lease for 50 years, we might pay people $1,000 or $1,200 a month over a 50-year period, which you can do the math. That's a lot of coin. So long after you're gone and your family's taken over that, they still receive that money. Like you said, I don't know the ins and the outs of it, but as a general rule, that might not have been a very smart move. But I get it. People don't want to see stuff like that. And also, people do not like change too much. So it can be a thing, but it's something we deal with pretty regularly. What we tell people is, do you want to look at the tower, or do you want to get paid to have the tower on your property?
Yeah, lost contact there for a minute there, KJ5MCV. Do I have your call sign correct? Is it M Mike Charlie Victor? This is KJ5ATA.
Yes, sir. You've got it correct. KJ5 Mike Charlie Victor.
Okay, this is KJ5HTA. Yeah, wow, you know what? I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't do what I should have thought he should have done, but anyways, he didn't do it. Anyways, now that he's passed on, my sister's got that property now. She's getting approached by another operation from an energy company who wants to set up a battery farm on that land. And so they want to set up a storage place to store energy, from solar. All these solar farms are up there in the middle of the cornfields in Illinois, and they want to set up a battery farm up on that land. So what's your take on that? Just curious. It's okay to come back.
Well, brother, my take on that is, as a general rule, wrapped around wildlife and the North American wildlife conservation model. Towers are one thing, wind farms are another, and solar farms are a totally other monster. And the impact that has on the wildlife in your general area, and the forward motion, the opportunity for those critters to proliferate, it gets choked down pretty good. I don't specifically have an opinion for your case, but if it were mine, I would take 5 cell phone towers before I would a sequestering energy farm or anything like that. I don't know. Probably not the best guy to talk to because I don't know much about that. But my initial gut feeling is I don't like it. That's okay though. It's your land to do with whatever you want because whether people like it or not, this is America, and the same sales pitch that you're going to hear there is going to be the same. It's do you want to look at it or do you want to get paid for it?
Yeah, I catch the drift. I think that the tower would probably be the better choice as far as because I'm seeing a farm of these are not. It's not solar cells. It's a battery complex that's all about the size of containers. These shipping containers. That's how big they are, and they're all sitting in a matrix row. On a like an acre of land. Consuming power to be distributed amongst clientele throughout the area by the way of solar energy. It's a thing, and I'm not so sure. They offer X amount of money for this thing and such, but I'm not sure because when you guys leave a tower, it's just what it is. When they leave something, then they leave a residue, and I'm not so sure I want to have that for anybody involved within my forecast future. How limited that might possibly be. Anyways, it's okay to come back.
W8WKY.
Yeah, I would have to chew on that a little bit just to kind of see where my mind would be specifically in overlap. But, it seems a lot better than a solar field, just a handful of batteries over an acre. I don't know how much land you're dealing with, but again, somebody around there is going to take the money, so if you're not using the land, it's family land, and maybe it's not as precious to you as it is to your neighbor for future revenues. It'd be great to receive coin for something that's just sitting there. So, I would say follow your heart, but my initial thought would be do some research if there's residue that's left behind and some bad stuff. That does cause for certain concern. So, I wouldn't know how to coach you on that one. We deal with folks that just don't want a big old tower sticking up in their backyard, and then some people do. And the people that don't, oftentimes they end up looking at that tower thinking that money could have been mine. I don't know. But, if you don't live there, then that's kind of a totally different story.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, man. Well, I appreciate you coming back with your advice and suggestions and such and like that, man. I really that's really interesting. All this, I have to bounce it off my brother and sister who own this land and such, and because I don't be up there. I'm in Sun City, Georgetown, Texas. I'm a retired kind of guy, and I play golf. That's what I do. But anyways, and evidently you're still a working kind of guy, so that's good. That's good to hear. Anyways, it's okay to come back.
You bet, brother. I get it. I got a kick out of that when you said I'm a retired kind of. I'm laughing out loud. My neighbors are wondering what kind of ruckus I'm starting here. I'm a retired kind of guy, and I play golf. Yeah, man. I'd hate to be the deciding factor of what you felt was appropriate for your family and then your family's future moving forward, but I don't know. Need a lot of more information. I guess you don't really know until it happens to you, and that's okay. It's just not happening to me. I live in a pretty small world where we put towers up, and then I play ham radio the rest of the time. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna rise off of here. I'm hogging up the repeater there in Ohio, to be exact, on my Allstar Node. You're down there in the Austin area, so amazing how ham radio works. I just really, I've got my ticket July last year, and this is so much fun catching up with folks. Yeah. Anyways.
KJ5 MCV, it's been good talking to you, dude, man. Yeah, this is KJ5 ATA. All right, then. I haven't chewed the rag in a while, man, so it's all good. Anyways, it's been informative, I got to tell you that, and I'll look you up on the QSV or QZR. I forget the name of that stupid thing. Anyways, yeah, I'll look it up, and you bet. All right, take care, and we're giving you 73s on this Sunday night, and God bless you.
Hi, good night,
I will take the blessing and send one back your way again. Great chatting with you, brother. KJ5ATA, this is KJ5MCV. I'll give it back to you, man. Hopefully we can cross paths again and you've made the right decision, or you poked me in the eye for steering you the wrong way. 73s, brother. Take care. God bless.
Mind if I jump in real quick, guys? KD80PC.
KD8EPC. KJ5MCV. How you doing, Dustin? Good to hear from you, man.
Hi there, Ryan. Just headed to bed. I heard you and Guy talking. I wanted to say hi to you and to especially him because I haven't heard him in a while. KJ5ATA, Guy, good to hear you out there tonight. Let's see. I think it goes back to you, Ryan, and then Guy, if you're still out there, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still here. This is KJ5ATA. I haven't turned off as yet, so I'm still here. Yeah, getting sleepier by the minute, but that's okay. I'm still kicking and drifting. Back to you.
Well, good to hear you. It was good to hear you both having a QSO after the net there. Reminds me of the old days when we used to have net after parties, but nowadays I'm too tired. But that's all I had, gentlemen. I just want to stop by, say hello to both of you, and say 73 and have a great rest of your evening. So with that, this is KD8EPC. I'm going to be clear and pass it back to you, Ryan. Take it.
All right, Dustin. Yeah, that was my attempt at doodle rag chew after. I know I'm hogging up a repeater in a totally different state away from mine, but I'm pretty sure the 090 here in town, the Bordenbecker repeater is also receiving. I don't know what the schedule is whenever it disconnects from all the other places around here, or if KG5ATA is also on an Allstar Node, but man, this is neat as can be. I'm having a lot of fun. So thanks for stopping by, Dustin. It's great to chat with you, and I cannot wait to shake your hand, give you a hug around the neck, and go fishing, buddy.
Tell you what, Ryan, I can't wait either. That sounds fun. And I can tell you, you're at least on 2 repeaters here in Northeast Ohio, because you're on the 3.9, and then the 700, 146, 700 is linked to it, and it's also simulcasting this too. So, hey, it doesn't matter though. There ain't nobody else on this time of night, and I'm sure all the repeaters like to get a little use there. All right, gentlemen, 73. I'm fading fast, and these toothpicks ain't gonna hold the eyes open any longer. KD8 EPC is clear. 73, y'all.
WA7HXZ in Chandler, outside of Phoenix. Handles Ken, Kilowatt Echo November. Did anybody see the CMA award show tonight?
That'd be a negative. I did not see the award show. KA5GSS. Name here, Shane. League City, Texas.
This is KJ5MCV. Ken, why don't you tell us about it? Did you see it? Did you see something you liked? Did you not see it? I'm curious. I like country music from time to time. I'm an Oklahoman, by the way. KJ5MCV.
I quit watching it whenever politics got involved with entertainment. So when I shut them down, I don't watch them anymore. I don't even much listen to them anymore either.
And let Cody Johnson take the win. And I wrote her a letter and thanked her for doing that. It shows what a lady she is. I'm a wannabe country music singer, but I'm still working. I wrote her a letter tonight. Also wrote a letter to Willie Nelson tonight.
Well, what a deal. I think you doubled with somebody there at the beginning there. But I got you everything after you said Cody Johnson won something and someone needs a pat on the butt for being a real lady, and you'd send some letters off. But the beginning of that, I missed it, brother. Come on back with it.
W8WKY.
My name's Kenny Lee Nichols, and I want to be a country music star, and I've been working hard on doing that. I haven't only been singing recently, a few years. I'm 88 years old, but the last time I sang was when I was in the 10th grade in West Virginia, and I put that all on hold and had 2 girls and built 3 houses myself, all that stuff. But now I really want to be a country music star, and I'm doing everything I can to make it happen. But what I said was, let the thing recycle. What I said was that Lainey has won that award for, I think, 4 or 5 years. But tonight she stood aside and let Cody Johnson award, which I thought spoke highly of her. And I wrote her a letter and told her that. And I've also been writing to Willie Nelson regularly, because I think he's going to actually have me come to Austin and do a song or a podcast with him. I just don't know what's going to happen right now. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys how much I appreciate this setup. It's really nice. And if you didn't see that show tonight, you missed a really great show. They had everybody there tonight. I'm going to sign off and let you guys take it. Anyway, my name's Kenny, and we call it WA7 Hotel X-Ray Chandler, just outside of Phoenix. Okay? Thank you, guys. Have a nice evening. 73s.
Well, all right, Kenny. Good luck with that. Kenny Nichols, everybody. WA7XHZ. And, yeah, I agree with you. No need to come back. Lainey Wilson is a peach. My wife really enjoys listening to her. and I've seen a couple interviews with her, and she seems like a fun gal. So good for her stepping out of the way and giving that to Cody Johnson. I don't know him very well, but I have run across that Laney Wilson. Good night to you, sir, and good luck with that country music career that is ahead of you, brother. Let's kick it back to, what was that, KA5GSS, Golf Sierra Sierra. Was that you? Tried to jump in there a minute ago, brother. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was me. No worries. Y'all carry on.
Well, that's it for us tonight then. Man, can't thank you guys enough for stopping by. I'll have to go check out Miss Lady Wilson and stepping out of the way for Cody Johnson to take the win. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like she did something really sweet. So this is Ryan, KJ5MCV, and I'm going to turn loose of the microphone here, and I'm in Central Time Zone, so it's 10:42. I got to be to work in the morning, so hopefully I'll catch up with you guys again soon. It was great chatting with you, and I'll talk to you again soon. I'm sure of it. KJ5MCV, clear.
Yeah, we'll do it again soon, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me break in. WH7 checks that off and clear. Good night.